Hey everyone, Simon Says Money here. Welcome back to another video. Today, I'd like to discuss Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. I'll have huge amounts of information I'd like to share with you guys, so stick around. Before we get into this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I do my research on different kinds of investment like the stock market, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and hopefully together we can make some money. As a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor or CPA. Please use your own investment decision. Now, let's get on to this video. I started researching more about Bitcoin the summer of 2016, and I remember that I was taking a mini course from, I guess, Udemy, that I was looking up Bitcoin, what it was from back in 2013 when I was a little kid. I was working as an intern in 2018 at a blockchain company in New York City, and since then I started studying and buying Bitcoin. And I gradually developed my conviction on Bitcoins and cryptocurrencies. I would like to share my analysis and opinion with you. I have made a few videos already on Bitcoin and its related stocks such as MARA, RIOT, SOS, and CAN. In 2021, Bitcoin bulls are victorious once again and have recently reached an all-time high above $61,000 for a single coin of Bitcoin, triple the high of 2017. So what does that future hold for Bitcoin? If you own Bitcoin, should you hold tight? If you don't own Bitcoin, have you missed the boat? I'll explain this all in this video. I would like to say that the bulls are forecasting that this is only the start of Bitcoin and $250,000 or even $300,000 per Bitcoin is within sight, according to many credible analysts and investors like Tim Draper, Elon Musk, and Cathie Wood. But be aware that the price of Bitcoin has been behaving like a roller coaster in recent years. If you invest in Bitcoin, be ready to accept that it could drop abruptly as much as 80%, although unlikely, because of, for example, Secretary Yellen may say something that could make the Bitcoin price drop significantly, or because of a policy change by a country like India. Bitcoin is now worth more than the three largest banks in the world combined, JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, and ICBC, and is larger than a combination of Visa, MasterCard, and PayPal. Or the total valuation in the circulation of Bitcoin is the third largest in terms of currency after the US dollar and the European euro. Therefore, you can imagine how big Bitcoin is now. Bitcoin is too big to fail or too big to be banned. New survey reports 2 out of 5 people plan to buy some stocks or Bitcoin, and among them, 61% of them will choose to buy Bitcoin. With their stimulus check totaling $400 billion or $1,400 each, that's about $48 billion to be invested in Bitcoin or other cryptos. Bitcoin will surge the next couple of weeks when more and more people receive their stimulus checks. People are just going to be flowing in cash into the crypto market once they have received their $1,400 stimulus check. Recently, French House Representative member Jean-Michel Meade proposed a legislation to the House to allow the French government to purchase Bitcoin as an asset. Canada's first Bitcoin ETF hits 421.8 million AUM in 2 days. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust is also preparing to issue its first ETF on Bitcoin. You can look at the fancy website. They have a great design. We can see that more and more institutions are interested in purchasing and holding Bitcoin. Here I would like to explain. Bitcoin halving. What does it mean? Because it does affect the Bitcoin price. The first ever block recorded on the Bitcoin blockchain was on January 3, 2009, where the so-called founder Nakamoto received 50 Bitcoins. In the white paper, Nakamoto specified that every third 210,000 blocks, the reward for miners will be cut in half. So, the first halving took place on November 28, 2012, where the miner's reward was reduced from 50 Bitcoin to 25 Bitcoin. The second halving was on July 9, 2016, and miner's reward was reduced from 25 Bitcoin to 12.5 Bitcoin. And the third most recent halving on May 11, 2020, means Bitcoin miners now receive 6.25 Bitcoin. It means that it is, 1, less efficient and takes much longer time to get Bitcoin. Number 2, the supply of Bitcoin is less and less. Number 3, the cost of mining Bitcoin is higher and higher. This decrease in the rate of Bitcoin creation tightens supply and will certainly lead to a bullish market and an increase in the price of Bitcoin. This graph shows very well. The first phase here, this red, kind of red here. The second from 2013 to mid 2016. The third phase is this green from mid 2016 to mid 2020. And now we are in the fourth phase. Bitcoin's price is close to $61,000, and you can see that the Bitcoin price always surged very quickly before it started dropping. And here I would guess, and this is an educational guess, that the price of Bitcoin will surge in the next couple weeks and months to reach an all-time high before it starts consolidating and dropping. Here I rearrange the price chart of Bitcoin to reveal that sometimes, or most of the time, history would repeat itself. I put the price chart of Bitcoin between 2012 and 2017 on the bottom, and the price chart of the Bitcoin between 2016 and now on the top, one over another to see their similarity. They are very similar, almost a copy. And based on 2012 to 2016's chart, I extrapolate the 2016 to 2021 curve here, and I believe that the Bitcoin's price still has some months to rise before its consolidation or dropping of Bitcoin price. In terms of cycle, we believe that Bitcoin is in its fourth cycle. The first cycle here, very short. Very few people believe in the legitimacy or even validation of Bitcoin. After it reached $32 per coin, it dropped back to about $10 and $15 in 2012. Then starting in 2012, more and more people realized that Bitcoin was not a joke and started buying Bitcoin. I believe that Tim Draper spent $19 million in purchasing Bitcoin around that period of time. His holding of Bitcoins is worth billions of dollars right now. During this second cycle, the price of Bitcoin reached $1,163 per coin. Then it dropped about 85% to about $152 per coin in 2015. Some people made a fortune and some people lost a lot of money playing Bitcoin. Warren Buffett said the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. In investment, we first need a strategy and stick to it, which is called patient. Then we are able to pick money from other people's pockets legally. Then the third cycle started in 2015 and reached an all-time high of $19,892 at the end of 2017. I remember that in the summer of 2017, the radio of Bloomberg was talking about Bitcoin when my dad picked me up from Virginia Tech. The price of Bitcoin doubled every few days. That was just a crazy time. I bought some, but I didn't have any conviction yet on Bitcoin by then. If I still held those Bitcoin, I would have made about 20x today. Now we are in the fourth cycle. It dropped again 84% in 2019 from $20,000 to about $3,000. This is a huge roller coaster. Okay, by saying all of these, what are we interested in? Is the price of Bitcoin going to continue to go up here? And when will it reach the all-time high a couple of times when they start dropping? If I know it, I would not be here to make my video, but we can try to project based on its history because history usually repeats itself. Based on the chart, I extrapolate here, and I believe that the Bitcoin price will reach around $250,000 within the next 1 year or so, or maybe 1.5 years. It certainly will not go straight to reach this $250,000. Like in the past, it will reach there by going the zigzag, not a straight line going up. Unlike what I did in 2017, I bought some Bitcoin, but I didn't hold them until now. Now I would buy Bitcoins and hold them at least for 1 year or longer because Bitcoin is an asset, like I presented in my previous video, and it has a long way to go. I will present this in my next graph. This graph shows the evolution of Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a long way to go to play its roles. It is more than a simple currency. Right now, we are sitting at approximately a $1 trillion market cap, and we are trying to get to that very top, which is full global money that everyone will be accepting Bitcoin, and it is legitimate. I would like to conclude today's video. The best time to invest in Bitcoin was yesterday. the second best time to allocate is today. And don't forget to play these stocks, which are Bitcoin shovels. I have multiple videos on these stocks and explain what are exactly Bitcoin shovels. Be sure to check that out. And they are usually more rewarded than Bitcoin itself, but it is also more volatile as well. Therefore, invest cautiously. Okay, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts on Bitcoin, and let me know what you have. Do you have Bitcoin, Ethereum? Do you have any of the Mara, RIOT, SOS, CAN stocks, blockchain stocks? Let me know. I'm pretty interested in your opinion on the cryptocurrency space. Again, thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.